I want to talk about the 4 circles of leadership. But before I do, I want to challenge you that many people shy away from taking up leadership positions because they don't understand what leadership entails. And so I think many people have passed up promotions and positions of responsibility because they don't understand what I'm supposed to do, how to go about it, and what are the critical things they need to pay attention to. And so the 4 circles of leadership will empower you to develop your leadership capacity. First, let me explain to you. Let's give ourselves a definition of what leadership is. Leadership is the ability to mobilize people and harness resources to achieve a goal. It's the ability to mobilize people and harness resources to achieve a goal. So you have people on one hand, you have resources, and you have a goal you want to achieve, and you want to bring these 2 together so that we can get to the goal that we want to achieve. So that's where leadership comes into play. Leadership itself helps you to address a physical challenge, a spiritual challenge, a mental challenge, or an office challenge, a corporate challenge. If there's an issue to be overcome, you need to exercise leadership. It does not matter that leadership is required at home, or in the office, or in a social gathering. The challenge of leadership is to try and get people to a goal. So let's look at these 4 circles or dimensions of leadership in turn. The first is a person. You are a person, and leadership is embodied by a person. How you respond as an individual to that particular position is very important. And so you need to prepare yourself to respond to that leadership situation. The second is that leadership also entails a position. It's a position, it's a role that's given to you. Sometimes you're called the team captain, and sometimes you're called the supervisor. Sometimes you're called the manager. And so it is your responsibility now to take that position and run with it. Third is process. The 3rd circle is a process. It's the how do you go about it? How do you influence people? How do you plan for resources? How do you direct action? How do you ensure that people are motivated? What process are you going to use? And so if you have the person, the position, and process, and finally, the most important perhaps, is that of purpose. You need to have a very clear purpose in order to manage your leadership function. Leadership without a purpose is leading nowhere. And if you're going to lead, you must give people a clear purpose and move them towards that particular direction. When you put these 4 circles together, person, position, process, and purpose, they merge and create an area that produces a product. That is the leadership product. By improving yourself as a person, or managing your position effectively, or developing the process in which you lead, or clarifying the purpose, you are able to lead more and more effectively with time. Let's take a look at the person. What are you going to improve in yourself to make you a better leader? 1, you must develop your personality. You have a specific set of gifts, talents, and abilities that you use. You are an individual, and you need to develop a set of disciplines that allow you to lead. If you are an outgoing person, you need to know that. You need to know how you can use that particular gifting or ability to influence people. In other words, you need to sit down and identify your strengths, weaknesses, abilities, interests, opportunities, and threats, just as you would on any corporate assignment. You become the subject of your analysis. Understanding yourself will empower you to use your special gifting in your leadership position. Position. By studying your role as a supervisor, as the team captain, and understanding what that role description requires you to do, will be very important in ensuring that you can exercise your responsibilities for the good of the team or for the good of the organization. By looking at your role clearly, you will be able to understand what authority has been given to you and how to use that authority to achieve the goal. By studying the position and all its entitlements, you will be able to study and understand and effectively use the power that has been given to you to be able to achieve the goal. Now, you notice I am always saying to achieve the goal. The position allows you to achieve the goal. And so you need to use the position with respect to getting to the goal. Third is the process. Now, if you're working in a corporate organization as an accountant, accounting has a process. If you're a doctor, even being a doctor has a process. If you are an engineer, there is a set of disciplines and procedures that you need to follow through to execute your tasks. To improve yourself as a leader, you need to appreciate which are the particular processes or required in that position that need to be followed through to help you to be more effective and efficient as a leader. You need to study and develop process expertise, knowledge and skills and competencies that allow you to deliver the best results in that position. And so you as a leader are able to harness the process and the procedures within that office to get to the goal. Finally, you need to clarify your purpose. You need to have a very clear picture of what is the vision, the mission, and the goal of the organization. Right? Help people to come to a point where they can appreciate why we need to get to the goal. You need to clarify that. Why are we doing what we are doing? It's not just because I have been appointed captain, or it's not even because I have a nice personality. Neither is it because I am very good at what I do, but we have a goal and we have a vision that we want to achieve. And so those 4 circles, again, make it very important for you to master the competencies in those areas in order to provide the leadership that's required to get results in your organization.